Today, I'm gonna rank every game I've 100% completed on a tier list. It's pretty self-explanatory, S is good, F is bad. Let's get started. Alright, starting off strong, we have Shadow of Mordor. Shadow of Mordor is an absolutely phenomenal game. It's one of my favorites. The story is phenomenal, the gameplay is amazing. It's a revolutionary game. It's the first time the Nemesis system was used. In fact, it's one of the only times the Nemesis system has been used. And that just creates amazing stories. You get to fight all these orcs and create your own stories in the game. The main character's great, Hellion, I love him, and I'm also a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so obviously that does help, but this is going straight in S tier. Stray, the cat game, I'm gonna be honest, I have no fucking clue how this got a nomination for Game of the Year 2022. It's genuinely perplexing. I mean, just the gameplay was not very good. It's a C tier at best. Hogwarts Legacy, now that's an interesting one because it has some amazing things and some really horrible things. The world is amazing. The spells are amazing. I've never been more immersed in a video game. However, the story is garbage. The side quests are annoying as fuck. And getting the achievements, it was just bloated, boring, and they drew it out way too long. That being said, the graphics are amazing. Again, it's very immersive, so I'm gonna put that in B tier. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 2019 version, not the original. That game is one of the best CODs we've had in a long time. I love that game. It's a great game to get 100% achievements in because all you have to do is play the campaign on veteran and do a few miscellaneous things. The story's good, graphics are amazing, the gunplay was so fun. I'm debating though, A tier or S tier? I don't know. I think that's actually going to make it into S tier, but that may change. Another Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, I only got 100% achievements on the campaign version because there's campaign and there's multiplayer. They're different games on Steam, but I got all the achievements in the campaign and it was pretty fun. It didn't take that long. I enjoyed the campaign. It's obviously not one of the best Call of Duty campaigns, but that's still solid. B tier. Inside, I'll just chuck this in C tier really quickly. It's like 5-6 hours, really easy. Just find some collectibles and you're done. It was a good game, but it's not anything special. Arkham Asylum is the classic case of really great story, fun game to play through, but shitty achievements. Because the collectibles, there's like 240 of them, and they are so annoying. And there's also these combat challenges that just really broke me. So I'm gonna go B tier. Chivalry 2, a first-person slasher, medieval times. You just get a sword, an axe, a mace, whatever, and you whack the shit out of people. It's fun. It's fun. The achievements, you have to win hundreds of games. It's quite a big repetitive grind, but I actually had a great time, and that's A tier. Lego Movie video game, not the greatest Lego game, not terrible. I'd say C tier. Another Lego game, however, Lego Lord of the Rings. It's just, I love Lord of the Rings. I don't know if you could tell. I love this game so much. One of the first Lego games I ever played. A tier. And you can be joined by your cousin, Lego Hobbit. Another great film trilogy. You can argue with me all you want in the comments. I like The Hobbit. No, it was not as good as Lord of the Rings, but it was still a good set of movies, alright? Dionysia, Souls-like. It's pretty fun, good fast-paced combat, pretty simple. I mean, it's a very low-budget game. It's got PowerPoint presentations, hasn't really got cutscenes, but I still enjoyed it. B tier. Spec Ops The Line, the most recent one that I've done on this list. I really like how you can make decisions. That's really cool. I love when games do that. But the story was very confusing. Maybe I'm just retarded and I should probably watch a retrospective, whatever they call it. But I really didn't get it, and the gameplay, some of it was just way too hard, and the checkpoints were so unforgiving, and I don't really like that in the game, honestly. But it does deserve a B tier. Speaking of games that let you make choices, Black Ops Cold War. Amazing Call of Duty. Probably one of my favorites. The only thing that is keeping this from S tier is the zombies. And it's not even the zombies. It's not that the zombies in the game is bad, it's just that I'm not a zombies person. I love the multiplayer. It's my favorite Call of Duty multiplayer ever. Yes, very controversial, I know, but I love it. And the campaign, you get to make all these choices. There are 2 different endings. That's great. I wish they did that more. I love that so much. If it wasn't for the zombies and the Dead Ops arcade, which was really annoying in getting all the achievements, I would put it in S tier, but it's going in A. Battlefield 5. Ah, me, man. That's going in F tier. That's the first one that is going in F tier. I hate that game so much. The war stories are terrible. They are awful. And the multiplayer, full of bugs, hackers, it's just awful. It's also, I do prefer a more modern setting in video games. The guns are just more fun, there's more weapons, etc. But I could rant to you for so long about why I hate Battlefield 5, but I respect your time, so I'll leave it at that. F tier. Lego Movie 2, another one we can chuck an F tier. Way worse. I didn't love the first one, Lego Movie, but Lego Movie 2 was so much worse. It was horrendous. It was the worst Lego game I've ever played. I'll also chuck Lego Marvel Superheroes in C tier. A lot of people love that game, but I just found it pretty boring. I don't really like the Marvel setting. I didn't like Marvel Superheroes 2 either. COD 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the original one. Phenomenal. Again, the remaster was spectacular. I never played the multiplayer, but it wasn't necessary for the achievements. I would love to see Call of Duty do something like Modern Warfare remastered with maybe the old Black Ops, World at War, stuff like that. That'd be great. That's definitely A tier. In fact, no, I take that back. That's S tier. That's a great game. Oh, Titanfall 2. I mean, that's A tier. It's a very, very solid game. It's great fun. The movement's fantastic. The shooting is fantastic as well. It's a Call of Duty game, but a more interesting story and more interesting mechanics that are more innovative, and it's just fun all round. A tier. Lego Ninjago, C tier. Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens, that's a solid B tier. I really like that game. It's good. It's a good Lego game. One of the better Lego games, definitely. While we're at it, let's put Lego Jurassic World in B tier. Another pretty good Lego game. And Lego Avengers. I'm torn on this one. B or C. I don't know. I had a great time because I did it with my buddy, Atomic Mark, and that was really fun. I think I'm gonna go C tier. Call of Duty World War II, another solid Call of Duty, pretty good story, but also pretty bland. B tier. Shadow of War. This is probably my favorite game of all time. I love the original Shadow of Mordor, like I said before, but Shadow of War is just fantastic. It builds on everything so perfectly. The story of Talion, the main character, is just wonderful, and being a huge Lord of the Rings fan, the fact that it ties in pretty damn well with the movies and books is just fantastic. The combat is just as good, if not better. There's also a new system for getting gear and upgrades, which I think is significantly improved upon from the first game. And the online sieges are so fun. There was an online trophy, and I normally don't like online trophies, but I loved it in this game. The siege mechanics are fantastic, how you can build your own army properly, appoint an overlord, war chiefs. If you have not played this game, play the game. It's amazing. S tier. Wolfenstein, wasn't really a big fan. B tier. Skywalker Saga, good mechanics, good graphics, all that stuff. Way too many collectibles. C tier. Guardians of the Galaxy, really great story, bland gameplay. B tier. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, phenomenal story, phenomenal gameplay. Not quite as good as Modern Warfare Remastered, in my opinion, but A tier. Just because of the Spec Ops. The Spec Ops was really fucking annoying. Modern Warfare 3 is in the same boat. Great story, good fun, but the survival challenges, the Spec Ops, really annoying. Really ruined it for me a bit. God of War. I have a lot of hours in this game. It took me quite a long time. I personally found the story a little bit slow. I mean, I really, really enjoyed it towards the end, but it took me a while to get into because there weren't many boss fights at the start, and it was just a bit bland, but I still think it's a great game. A tier. Elden Ring. This was my favorite game for a long time before it was dethroned by Shadow of War. Obviously, I don't really need to say a lot about this game. Everyone knows the open world is enthralled with amazing creations. I don't know how the guys at From Software come up with that shit, but it's so cool. You just feel so immersed in the world. S tier. S tier. Absolutely. Battlefront 2. That is also one of my favorite games of all time. The multiplayer is just so fun. I love that game. It's one of the few games where I've really enjoyed getting the multiplayer trophies. I've got nearly 170 hours in this game. It's just so damn fun. S tier, no question about it. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. B tier. The story's good. Kevin Spacey was great in that game. They should do that again. I'd like a sequel, honestly, but it wasn't anywhere near to the caliber of these games. Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. Not sure where to rank these games. I do really love the combat. I do really like it. Is it A or S? A or S? I think I'm gonna put them both in S. They're both really good games. Dark Souls, this is going to be another controversial one, and it's quite surprising considering my affection for Elden Ring. I don't like this game. Alright, I don't like it. The thing about Elden Ring is that if you're finding something too hard, you can go to the open world, you can fast travel wherever the fuck you want, and do something else, and then come back. Dark Souls, you're stuck on something, get fucked, mate, because you just gotta pull through, and I don't like that. I hate to admit it, but I am not the kind of guy who loves difficult games. In fact, as you can see, I have been playing some Sekiro. I played for 9 hours, but I really don't think I'll continue because I just don't find it fun. Dying over and over again to the same guy isn't fun for me. C tier, man. I mean, it's creative and stuff, but it's just not for me, and this is my ranking, so bugger off. And now we're down to Mafia 1 and 2. Mafia 3 isn't on here because a lot of bugs, which is a shame, but Mafia 1 and 2, they both have amazing stories. The stories for these games is great. And Mafia 1 is gonna go in S tier. The story of Tommy Angelo is amazing, and it's one of those games that you just don't want to put down. You want to keep playing it over and over again. And it would be the same for Mafia 2 if we were considering just the story, but we are not. The fucking DLCs, man, they are just awful. And there's this one achievement where you have to drive for 1,000 miles, and it took me hours and hours and hours, and oh man. It's gonna have to go down to A for the DLCs. But that is my ranking of, what is it, 39 games? Not actually a lot in F tier. I've had some pretty good luck, although, you know what? Fuck it, Stray's going to F tier. I fucking hate that game. I hated playing it. I'm sorry. Now, if you're longing for more, go check out my Shadow of War video.